Hey guys, it's JJ here, and today we're gonna be going through a Yeat type beat. I know, he's been popping off as per usual. He's been doing his thing. I thought let me just give more education to the people about the Yeat verse. So let's just get straight into this joint. First of all, I loaded up a preset. Well, the very bit, like as soon as you open up, first of all.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
First of all, I opened up GMS and used the default preset, just left it like that. Then I laid down this very repetitive pattern. It repeats every 2 bar. You know, that's just how Yeat does it. Very repetitive, simple melody, but gotta hit hard. So I pretty much just, lay down a basic progression, sounded great, repeated it, and this is what it sounds like. Sounds hard, sounds nice, exactly what you want to hear. Some nice synths on that beat. As for effects, I wanted to keep the synth as like robotic as possible because that's just pretty much how Yeat does it. So took off a few highs and a lot of the lows, and that was all I did. Next up, I laid down the counter melody, and what I did was I got Purity, used the preset PW for President, and I laid down this counter melody which just repeats every 4 bar. Again, gotta keep it simple. That's how Yeat does it. We'll keep a nice space, but simple, hard as per usual. So this is what I did, and this is what it sounds like. As you guys could hear, there was a nice little bit of delay onto that. That came with just a preset, but if you got something similar, add it on. And as well as that, I kept the notes quite tight, so they just sound like a little pluck. Then for effects, again, didn't do really much because the sound was already doing everything it needed to do. So I did an EQ cutting off a few top end and a lot of the low and some of the low mids. And lastly, for the melody, I got a preset from Serum. It was from a pack called the Slushy Presets. Went down to lead and literally used the first lead they had called Lead Adder. Then I laid down this very repetitive pattern, just repeated the whole way through. And then I thought for the second bar, like the second half of the 8 bar, I'll switch it up a bit. So every note that was playing as a D sharp, I just changed it up for something else and made a nice little pattern. So it would just give a bit more variety to melody, go extra hard. This is what it sounds like. Sounds nice, hard, and that's what we like to hear. And then for effects, believe it or not, yet again, what a surprise, a very, very basic EQ. A few of the highs, and again, a lot of the lows and a few of the low mids. And last up for the melody, if you're going to be making a Yeat beat, 99% of the time, if not all the time, you need a bell just going in like, bell, you need a bell. Yeat even says it in his beat, in his song, everything I need a bell. Everything I say is which is hair. As for the melody, I just repeated it every 4 bar, played one with a C, and then one literally at the G, and then just repeat it, and this is what it sounds like. And that's the bell for you. As for effects, literally again, all the lows and a few of the highs. And before I show you guys the full melody, how it sounds, just wanted to remind you all, like, obviously I just didn't use many effects on my stuff, and you might be thinking, oh, I use shaper box, add some time stretch effects, etc. Like, bro, if you don't have it, you can still make a good Yeat beat. And obviously, as you guys can see, I've spaced out the melody throughout, kept parts coming in and out of different sections to give it some variety, but you don't always need fancy plugins. You can just do it with the basic stuff. So this is what it sounds like. Boom. And that is the melody. That's all you need. Simply done, hard synths. It just sounds Yeat. Yeat would just be spinning on this with his turbine, his Tonka truck, bells. Yeat will be going all over this. And trust me, when you hear the full beat together, the thing just goes crazy. Now we're on to the drums. First things first, gotta start the basic clap pattern. Using the Lex Luger slap clap. You can't go wrong with it. So this is what the pattern sounds like. But yeah, that's just the clap pattern. Next up, we got ourselves a very basic hi-hat pattern. And usually with Yeat beats, what ends up happening is he'll use a lot of two-step rolls, as you guys can see here and here. And you just want to give it a nice little bounce. You just want to add some bounce. I never really use any other rolls apart from this because you literally just, oh, that's all you hear on the Yeat beat. This is the pattern I came up with. It repeats every 4 bars, but this is what it sounds like. You see what I'm saying? Very basic pattern, very like it's just the same roll over and over again, but it had a nice little bounce to it. Next up, we're on the 808, and typically for these kind of beats, I'll find yourself the busy 808. You will find it anywhere. Check it on Reddit, you'll definitely find it. And of course, you got max and velocities out main, and then I just followed the root. I just followed the root notes. However, I did put my C2 in upper octave because I thought it sounded better that way in the beat. So without further ado, this is what the 808 pattern sounds like. You know what I'm saying? It just sounds really nice together, nice and bouncy, catchy. So that's the 808 pattern for y'all. And last but not least, we got ourselves a kick pattern. Literally follow the 808 pattern and just place the kick everywhere. Of course, doing the maximum velocities out as per usual, you know, control A and then just use the scroller on your mouse. And that's how you do it. And this is what the kick pattern sounds like. Now with all that being said, I'm going to show you guys the full drum pattern. Hey, as you guys can hear, very basic but does the job. It's what a Yeat beat is. You don't want to always go too crazy, man. Sometimes too much is just too much and oh, what's it?
One eternity later.
The saying, less is more. You just want to have less, because with Yeat beats, less is always more. And now, obviously, you guys have made it to the end of the video. You've heard the melody, you've heard the drums, and now you're going to hear the beat in the outro. But before we leave it, you know, guys, subscribe, like, comment. I'd appreciate that from you all. You know, we are on our grind. So, with all that being said, here's the beat, and have a sick week. Peace.